Orcs and Alpha Legion to clash across this lava landscape in this episode of Warhammer 40,000. Welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It is 2,000 points, Challenge the Scorpion, Orcs versus Alpha Legion. So one of the Phoenix Lords visiting on the channel, it's Ray Cross. He has brought along his Orc army at 2,000 points, and they can take on the Alpha Legion Chaos Space Marines. So led by the Mimic himself here in this game. So first up, we'll run through the Alpha Legion first of all. So taking Pact Bound Zealots as the detachment choice. Points have all been updated, nothing's really changed here for this Chaos Space Marine list. So, Chaos Cultist, squad of 10. We've got a Warp Smith. I'll run through the marks for each of these in just a moment. We've got Warp Smith. We have the Brothers Grimm, the two Chaos Lords, General Kale and Lord Whack-A-Mole. Both equipped the same, no upgrades being taken for them. They've gone for the hammers for each of them. Chaos Chosen, split now into two squads of 5, fully loaded out. Transport usually will be a Chaos Rhino. The Davy Jones's locker, as we've called it, the Bone Collector, that picks up the pieces after the battle is over. Almost orcish. Yeah, I'll race you to the loot.
That loot's ours.
And then we have two Venom Crawlers with their Excruciator Cannons, two squads of Terminators, one running with a Flamer, one running with the Auto Cannon, with the Mimic himself, which is, I'll show you the model. Superb work by one of the Phoenix Lords on the channel, Nate Miller, but it's a converted Guilliman. We've called him the Mimic. He just copies his foes, but is actually a masked, veiled Demon Prince, as evidenced by the slain Space Marines on the base. So, regular Demon Prince, we have given him an upgrade, which is the Talisman of Burning Blood. Then, for backline firepower support, we have a Land Raider with las cannons, 3 blocks of Havocs, 2 Dakar squads, a melter gun being taken for each of the squad leaders, and then finally a las cannon team with plasma gun there for the squad at the back. So we've got little tokens here. We've got Nurgle on the cultists, all the Havocs, the Warp Smith, and also the Land Raider. Zinch mark on both of the Terminator squads, and then Khorne on Mimic, and the rest, which is pretty much the Chosen, it's the Rhino, the two Chaos Lords, and the Venom Crawlers. They don't have a token. We're just going to count them as Chaos Undivided here for this game. Commander and Sub-Commander have been allocated. So for the Alpha Legion, it's Plumhammer, who does play a number of Chaos Space Marine Legions. So he'll go on to the Mimic here for this game. And then Justin Courtba will be second in command, one of the Autarchs on the channel. And we'll put him on to General Kale, I think, here for this game. And then 11 gold level Patreons on standby to assist with dice rolling. Nate Miller, Connor Collins, Plumhammer, Chris Heim, Ben Smith, Darth Windu, Nicholas Lucas, Michael Fryer, Michael German, The Near Side, and Gaming Squared. That's the list for the Chaos Space Marines. We'll take a look at the Orcs next. So, just about got them on camera. 2,000 points of Orcs here. It's a vast horde with plenty of punchy units. Just before we let Ray run through his list, for all of your 40k models and other gaming systems and paints and accessories, it's gamingfigures.com, link for them below. We recommend for painting studios, W Studios, link for them in the video description below. You can get in touch with them for your own painting commission work. And then for battle mats and terrain, it's gamemat.eu. So, Orcs, running them as
Warhorde.
Warhorde, okay.
Yep, 2,000 points. We're just going to go from left to right. I have a squad of 10 commandos. I have a squad of 6 warbikers, and this is a Death Killer War Trike today. Has the Follow Me Lads upgrade so that they get +2 to their movement. We have a Big Mech with a Drilla and the Custom Mega Blasta, who will be joining 6 Tank Bustas with 2 Bomb Squigs. We have a Warboss on foot with the Custom Shooting. We're running that Hammer as a Power Claw. Who'll be joining the Breaka-Boys with 1 Tank Hammer. And going back real quick, Mech, the Big Mech, Mech Zappa, who is his name, has the super cyborg body for a 4-up feel no pain.
Nice.
We have a war boss in mega armor, joining 5 mega knobs with twin kill saws. We have a beast boss on foot, joining 10 beast snagga boys. We have 2 units of storm boys with a power claw, a unit of Gretchen, and 2 units of orc boys with power claws, 2 trucks, 2 hard case battle wagons with def rollers, big shooters, cannons, all the fixins.
Oh, wait, you nicked my Land Raider.
Actually, I think we nicked that from the Ultramarines.
To check.
They left the gate open.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so that's the list here for Ray's Orcs. Boys, there are a lot of them for the Alpha Legion to take on. We'll see. That's the list then for the Orcs. Commander and sub-commander have been allocated. Of course, the commander is Ray Cross. Who would you pick for?
War Boss Chuck.
War Boss Chuck. Okay, and then your second in command is Casper Kemp. And who would you choose?
Let's do Cousin KLIK-KLAKS.
Cousin KLIK-KLAKS. Okay, second in command. And then 11 gold level Patrons to assist with dice rolling. It's Sparks, Sam Hermes, Dave Humphries, Ete Miara, Blood Angels Ryan, who plays Orcs, actually. Chris Comiskey, who plays Orcs, and is here as well. Midnight Miniatures, who plays Orcs as well. Martin A.K. Vagabond, and Carl Roden, Gareth Wallace, and Ray Cross also. So, plenty of Orc support. That's the list for both sides. We'll take a look at scenario and deployment next. We have a scenario for this game. It's Purge the Foe, which is control more objectives and kill the enemy, and you get rewarded for doing so. Search and destroys the deployment zone, so going from corner to corner. Red dice marking the deployment zone for the Alpha Legion, and which is, I'm seeing the narrative here, we're controlling this industrial area, then Orcs want to clear it and raid it. Then black dice, a couple of green dice here as well, marking the deployment zone for the Orcs over in the other corner. Just to point out quickly on terrain, it is balanced here. We're playing the hard edge on these terrain pieces. So these are all obscuring terrain pieces, and they're evenly spread out across the board. And we're saying infantry and so on, monsters can move through and pass through these terrain pieces as well. Then for primary objectives, there's 5 of them. 1 dead centre at the top of the volcano. There's 1 on each flank, 1 over there in no man's land, 1 over here. Each of us has a home objective, which is that one over there for the Orcs, and the home objective, the Chaos Space Marines, is just tucked in this ruin. We're both going to go for the random draw on secondaries. And then for the primary mission, turn 2 onwards, if you destroy an enemy unit, you get 4 points. If you destroy more than the opponent on that battle round, so we'll keep a tally of how many units are destroyed, you'll get a bonus 4 points on top of that. And then battle round 1, that counts actually. The kill, getting a kill will give you the 4 points actually on turn 1. Then battle round 2 onwards, you'll get 4 points for controlling any objective on the board. And if at the start of your command phase you control more than the opponent, you'll get an extra 4 points on top of that. So kill more units, control more objectives is the aim of the game. That'll suit the Orcs quite well. And the Chaos Space Marines will be up for that fight also. We will now start alternating placing units on the board next. Just to mention the battle mat and terrain we're using in this game. So battle mat is from GameMat.eu. It's the lava mat from them. We're also using some of their pre-painted terrain. I think it's the Chem Zone terrain set, if not the Fallout Zone, from GameMat.eu, but it makes up about half of the board. You can check out GameMat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and pre-painted terrain. Link for them below, and there's also a discount code that you can use for 11% off across the store. Deployment's done for both sides. Both armies going heavy enough on reserves and units stuffed inside transport vehicles, especially the Orcs. It's amazing how many units you can get inside a battle wagon. Alpha Legion first of all, so Mimics here, next to the Chaos Cultists, sheltering with the 2 Venom Crawlers, 1 here and 1 just over there behind the building. Land Raiders here. Inside that is the laser cannon team and the Dakar squad as well for the Havocs. Warp Smiths parked up next to both vehicles, and then the Rhino hopefully sheltered away. Inside that is the 2 Chaos Lords with their 2 chosen squads. That's it for the Alpha Legion. Dropping in by Deep Strike with both squads of Terminators. They're inside the Rhino. This Dakar squad of Havocs is flanking, and these 2 squads are inside the Land Raider. Then for the Orcs, which are pretty much camouflaged on this table, this must be their world maybe. Look at the colour scheme, matches in perfect. Double battle wagon, making use of obscuring terrain. We have commandos, squad here, and a squad right the way over here on this flank. Squad of boys with a spare tyre. Grots on the home objective. Bikers on the extreme left-hand side getting ready to swing round. Another squad of boys inside that truck. And then we'll show you all of the models here that are off the board. So they're inside
The battle wagon on the left.
this one.
Yep.
Okay. And the other block is inside the other one.
The looted Land Raider.
Okay. And then store boys are dropping down. Boy squads are in their trucks. Right. Yes. All organised, ready for war. Turn 1. Do you want to go first or second?
I honestly am going to let the Raycross die.
Really?
decide,
Early on? Okay.
Because it's me, and I know my dice can be fickle, so I'm just going to let the dice decide.
Okay. I will call upon a Patreon here of Chris Comiskey.
Hi!
He's here as well. He can decide.
He's
Oh, no, he's
on
on
my
your side. It's okay.
Even better.
We'll go for the Michael Fryer dice. Who's on my side today? Michael Fryer's just rolling up a melee, I think, against Tau, so he's a bit busy, but we'll catch him here in a second.
You want to go second?
I don't care.
I don't mind going second, so if you roll low,
Oh yeah,
it's
I can,
all right.
I can do that.
A one's good.
One's a good.
How is it possible?
Happy to help, Luke.
Thank you. A 1. What does Ray get? A 5. Right, so I don't know how it's done. It's the strangest thing. Asked him to roll a 1 because of his reputation. He rolls a 1. Anyway, it suits us fine because we want to see what the Orks are going to do here. And if they move out, it might expose them a bit more and we can try and counter it. That's the idea anyway. So turn 1 here for the Orks. Engines revving and raring to go. Orks stuck inside their sweaty, sticky, hot transports, eager to get stuck into Chaos Space Marine. So on to the first turn of the game. Orks will make the first move. So turn 1 here for the Orks. It's actually over. It's gone past very, very quickly. Secure No Man's Land and Sabotage are the 2 cards in play. So Sabotage has been done by the bikers over there. They've moved out and tapped into this No Man's Land terrain piece. So that'll finish at the end of our turn on turn 1. Then moving out sneakily to secure this objective. Pivot and advance move of this battle wagon. This one has the tank busters inside.
Yes.
Yes. Truck taking its place, shifting across. No CP generated and sitting on the home objective with the grots. Truck across here. Hasn't moved too far, is it really? Not really, it's just occupying that area. And then battle wagons move around to shelter behind the volcano. And moving on to the central objective with, again, with a 5-man squad of the commandos. And that is it, really. There's nothing in range, no firepower to do. In which case, the turn comes to an end. Secure No Man's Land has been achieved entirely. So 5 points come through. Sabotage is ongoing. Healthy enough for secondaries for the Orks. And a quiet turn from them for now. And obviously no Warg has been declared. Turn 1's over. We'll go on to the first turn of the game for the Alpha Legion. Turn 1 here for the Alpha Legion. Straight into their turn. Cards drawn is Sabotage and Cleanse. And the Warpsmith has blessed the Land Raider with +1 to the hit rolls. So turn 1 movement is complete for the Alpha Legion. An advanced move of the Rhino pushing out across in that direction. Bit too scared to try and go after the objective because there is a fully loaded battle wagon staring straight at it just a bit further across in that direction. And moving out to 12-inch move with the Venom Crawler. Havoc's disembarked. The Dakar team, they've got range to those commandos. Warpsmith blessed the Land Raiders, we've said already. Went 10 inches. We've got angle across here to see the battle wagon. Then disembarked with the laser cannon team to give further firepower support. Moved up with the Venom Crawler, shifted across to put firepower onto these bikers. We've got an angle just to see them. Cultists put sticky on the objective. Mimic pushed up a little bit, but not too far. We reckon Ray's potential charge range is up to about here when the Warg kicks off. So caution, I think, required on the first turn of the game. There are firepower options here for the Chaos Space Marines. We'll go on to their shooting phase next. So we'll go for a Dark Pact here. Venom Crawler is going to offload its firepower into the Commandos. We'll go to Ben Smith for our firepower. And we'll do a Dark Pact first, which goes off. So Excruciator Cannons. Chaos Undivided, so rerolling ones. 3s to hit.
4 stealth.
4 stealth, yes. Okay. Right. Some hits have come through. There's a sustained there as well. And then we're going to go for 3s to wound at strength 6. All right. 6 saves with cover, AP -1. So your standard armor save here. Just checking. AP -1, damage 2, strength 6. Yeah, excruciating cannon.
See if Gareth Wallace of the Nova Marines wants to help today.
Okay, see if he's in an orky friend mood. No.
Nob has a wound left.
Okay. How many wounds on Nob? 3?
2.
2. Damage 2. It's gone. It's one of my favourite sculpts, that one. Alright, squad removed from play. And the... Well, the Grot can wander around.
Yeah. He's going to run away in terror over here.
Okay. Doing alright with the Venom Crawlers. We'll go with this one. Wait. Land Raider first. All available firepower into the battle wagon. So Dark Pact, please. For this, we'll go for sustained. 6. I think that's okay. Yes, we're alright. So passed. 4 laser cannon shots. We've been blessed, so we need 2s. And we'll go for sustained. It will go through because it's Nurgle. It will go through on 5 pluses for sustained. Right. So we've got a miss, but 2 sustained. So 5 hits.
Toughness 12.
Strength 12. 4s with the laser cannon. It's okay. 2 go through. Yeah, oh, come on, reroll. Try and push this through here as much as we can. Yeah, there's another one. 3 go through. 3 laser cannons. AP -3, bit of cover -2.
Ramshackle -1.
Fine. 1 cock dice, 1 1 and a 4.
Two go through.
2 go through. 2d6 +2. A friend. Yes, Nate Miller. 2 6s, please. This is laser cannon damage. Actually, we've called you for. Pretend they're 2 railguns. It worked. Sorry about that, Ray. 12 damage. Oof, it's on the battle wagon. It's taking a nasty hit here. Right, down to 4. Yes, heavy bolter next. 2s. 3 hits. 6 to wound. Twin linked. 2 go through. -1/+1 for cover. So
3 ups.
okay. 1 goes through. 2 damage. Now, what does Ramshackle do? -1 off the AP.
Yes.
Right. That's very helpful.
Yep.
Good combo with cover then.
Yep.
Right, next is the backup squad. This is their job, to back up the Land Raiders' firepower. So we'll go, it's a Nurgle squad again. We'll go for Dark Pact Sustained. That fails, and we'll take a wound, which we'll put on the squad leader. We'll still get Sustained, but we won't get the bonus. So 4 dice, we need 3s. And we'll turn to Darth Windu for this firepower. And it's all right, actually. No sustains, though. Forced to wound. 2 more wounds. This could be trouble for the battle wagon.
Gonna see if the Tyranids can help me. Carl Roden.
Carl Roden.
Is it 2 wounds?
2 wounds.
4 ups.
4 ups.
Go over here. Nope. It will die.
What's your base armor save?
3 up.
A 3 up, not a 2 up, right? Yes, so it is
Yep.
4 ups. Yeah, I was wondering. Okay, target destroyed.
Does it explode?
Does it blow up?
No.
No. Okay, we'll let Ray organise the occupants here as they emerge from the destroyed battle wagon. So, model removed from play. Add Ray absorbed casualties onto the Snagger boys.
Yep.
And then disembarking here with the Meganobs. Well, Presson's more firepower available here for the Alpha Legion. Havoc team in action here. Dark Pact, may as well. Passed. Loads of shots. I think it's 32 with their Dakar. Their Nurgle will go for sustained, and we'll go Plumhammer with the firepower. We'll do the first block here. So we're looking at 3s for hits. -1. Do you know what? It's not -1 because we ignore all modifiers to the hit roll.
Havocs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a rule. It is helpful. Stabilization talons. Each time model in this unit makes an attack with a ranged weapon, ignore any or all modifiers to the hit roll.
Okay.
And any or all modifiers to the ballistic skill characteristic of that weapon. Nice. Helpful. So straight up 3s. With some sustained. Let those 4 back in. Strength 5, toughness 5. So 4's for wins. So 7. 7 saves.
Do they ignore cover?
No,
Well, I have 1 left.
1 left. We'll go with the next 8. Havoc teams are busy here on this first turn. There's a load of mist. Sustained will bring some back in. And then forced to win. 1, 2, 3. Just 3 more saves.
Almost, but
Almost. Come on, reroll for
No.
4 victory points. No, right, so
he piled out, was in range to be able to grab that.
yes.
So he's kind of sliding down the hill.
Right, that's fine. Yep.
Bombs was going to go over here and blow up harmlessly.
Okay. Next up, we'll go here. Dark Pact into these for sustained. And we'll turn to Nicholas Lucas for this firepower. Dark Pact fails. We'll take D3, which is maxed. So I think that's 9 wound model. Yeah, so we'll drop down to 6 wounds left. Self-destruct here with this thing, like so. And then we're going to go for Excruciator guns. They're 6 shots each. Still go for sustained, but it's just on 6s. We don't get the reroll 1s, which we would have needed. There's a load of 1s and 2s. 1 sustained.
Before you go to wound, Arda's nails, -1 to wound.
1 to win. 3s. 4s to win them.
What's your strength?
Oh, maybe you're toughness 6.
I'm toughness 6.
1 wound at -1 with cover.
4 plus.
4 plus to block. And it's been blocked. 0 damage against the bikers. And that's it. End of shooting phase here for the Alpha Legion. They've cleared out units. Commando squads are gone. They've destroyed a Land Raider. So a successful enough turn of firepower coming in from them. No charges taking place. You can update on the score. So, end of turn, points coming through. 4 points for primaries because we destroyed a unit here against the Orks, and then 3 points came through for Ray for sabotage. So the scoreline is 8 points to 4. Orks are ahead. It's very early stages. They'll look to close the gap. I'm sure they will. As to how they do it, we shall see. Turn 2 for the Orks next. Turn 2 here for the Orks. Primaries are better for the Orks. You're on this one and that one crucially over there, so that's going to give Ray the 8 points coming through, and sorry, the middle as well. So yeah, definitely points coming through for controlling the majority of objectives. No prisoners, so destroying enemy units. Display of might getting into the middle ground. Ray reckons he just has to really go for it despite the loss of the transport vehicle. He's got to surge through across in this direction, so he says he wants to go for it now before too many reserves start arriving for the Alpha Legion. So some movement's taken place. Disembarkation and a move here with the Breaker Boys, and a 1 rolled for an advanced roll, but it's still going to be close enough, most likely for a charge against the Venom Crawler. I'm going to interrupt that with an Overwatch at this stage. So we'll turn to Connor Collins for the Tower. We'll try and pass the Dark Pact for sustained, which we fail. We'll take D3, so 2 wounds taken. This thing may well be doomed anyway, but we've tried to enhance it. We're looking for, we'll go for sustained, which will go off in 6s. If we can pick up any. Ah, none. Ray can proceed with his movement here. Overwatch has failed. So, Overwatch resolved, and we've pressed on with the rest of the movement. Bikers zoomed around here. So, 14-inch move.
Yep.
Guaranteed 6-inch advance.
Yep.
Played here we go.
Yep.
For an extra 2 onto that advance, and charges will be +2. So, they are going into these units across here. Super swift with the bikes. Very, very useful indeed. A decent HQ supporting them as well. Anchoring this objective with the boys inside the truck. They'll sit there, blocking the back door with the Storm Boys. Meganob's sheltering behind the volcano, for now at least. Then failed to generate CP here with the Grots at the back. Back door's been blocked out. Storm Boys dropping in to block out again, just aware of Terminators and Flankers for the Alpha Legion. Boys still inside the truck. Snagger Boys sheltering here. Then Ray has sent in the Breaker Boys with Mr. KLIK-KLAKS.
Yep.
And then Tank Busters disembarking for shooting and potentially charging as well.
No charging. They got out after it moved.
Because you're not open topped.
We're not open topped or assault ramp.
Gotcha. Okay, so disembarking, ready to shoot. And then bomb squeaks just for decoration here at this stage. Perhaps signalling Ray's intent. They're heading off towards targets. Yes, we used rapid ingress to deep striking with Terminators, and we have edged onto that central objective, just over 9 inches away from the Meganobs, which may well coax them into an over-the-top volcano charge. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Go ahead then, yeah. Bomb squeaks are talking
They're both
about
going into...
the Rhino.
Yep.
Okay.
They both go off.
Okay.
And 2d3 damage. So 5 wounds.
Nice. Okay, dropping down to... Yeah, it's a 10-way model, so dropping down to 5 wounds left. Done the job, half destroyed the vehicle. Alright. So, Bikers first, we're going to unleash a ton of Daka into
Cultists.
Cultists, of course. I think that's the right move. I could pay a CP, but they wouldn't be able to be shrouded. They'd just be stealth, which I don't think we'll bother with. So, well, no, don't spend CP on cultists unless it's for grenades. 5s for hits. Okay.
And 3s twin linked. 4 saves. No
4
AP.
saves. We have cover. Our base save is a 6 up, so 5s for saves. And we block 1. 3 casualties. The jet across here took out 2 more, so 5 slain in total. Tank Busters next into the Rhino.
Number of shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 shots, and Ray is using its Miara dice for these attacks. And it's going to be 5s, right?
4s, because you're a vehicle.
Brilliant.
Rerolling ones because of the Big Mac.
Okay. Shoot.
And strength 9, toughness 9
Yes, on the Rhino. Yep.
becomes 3s to wound because I get +1 to wound because you're a vehicle.
Excellent. 3's to wound. It's good shooting from Tank Busters. Impressive enough.
6 at -2.
6 minus 2. We don't get any cover. 5 ups. I think we're in trouble. Unless we roll quadruple 6. No.
3 damage each.
Still destroyed. And then do we detonate? We don't, but Rhino's been destroyed. So that's the result. So battle shocked and disembarking with those. There is actually a casualty marker to put on there as well. We took 2 damage and we'll put it onto this squad here. So one of the models down to 1 wound left, but no models slain in total. And model removed from play. Ray's then got a line of sight with the battle wagon to shoot through to the other squad on the other side. So he's going to start shooting with a heap of Dakka.
This is all the big shooters.
Okay.
And strength 5. 6 saves.
6 saves. Just straight up, 3 ups. Oh, we'll lose a model. 3 wounds each. There's a lobber save, which we pass. And
1 shot from the frag. No.
blast. 6 model unit.
Another one. We hit. We wound.
We pass.
Very good.
Very formal exchanges of words there. Very polite orc player.
I will fight over here. Or fire just over here.
Yes, go ahead.
So rocket pistol D3 +1. So that's 2, 3. On 5s, 1 hit. On 2s, that's 1 wound at -2 into that squad.
Passed. I just thought orc firepower is like, it's just, you just go through it, but it's, I would compare it to like a fireworks display where it looks
Yeah.
really impressive, but nothing hits anything. I think that's the, it looks really
And
good.
the boss's gun doesn't
The
do
children
anything.
like to see it.
Yeah, yeah. Orcs are just big kids.
Okay,
Um,
next up.
I think that's all my shooting.
Oh boy. Right, here we go. Literally. Charges. Yeah, Breaker Boys into
And they
the
get
Venom
a reroll
crawler.
charge.
That's
7 will
fine.
make it.
7, in they go. So they'll make their charge. So far, so good. We may see the over-the-top volcano charge, which will be a 9.
Let's go over to the bikers.
Which is virtually
6.
guaranteed, which means it's a 4. 9.
9.
And
So
I presume you declared both.
yes, yes.
So Ray's moved the models in, made contact with both, as he's on the objective here as well.
Martin, aka Vagabond. Go
Vagabond
over
charge.
the
The
top.
Vagabond volcano charge.
No,
No.
a little too hot for them.
Command reroll.
No, I have plans.
Okay. Next then, 2 combats, which I can't even interrupt, you're free to fight. Breaker Boys. I think it's the first time on the channel they've been used, I think. So no pressure. And I have them as half built
Here's the hammers
future.
on 2s
for a future orc army. 2s?
because of the
Because
war
they're
boss.
being led by the war boss. Brilliant.
It's sustained. Anti-vehicle, anti-monster 4+.
I'll tell Ripper about this. Breaker Boys.
6 saves -2.
I was going to ask, I'll have to ask. What's the damage?
3.
-2. We've got a 5+ save or 5+ invuln save either way. We'll turn to Chris Heim to see if we can deflect this. I'll need to pass 4. Whoa. We do pass 4. 6 damage.
Okay.
He's alright. Still got the character.
Actually, I still have a tank hammer
Oh,
with dev wounds. They all hit,
they do hit well.
and he takes 6 damage because it's dev wounds, anti-vehicle dev wounds.
Anti-vehicle dev wounds.
Yep.
Wow.
However, there is a consolation. On a 1, he kills himself.
Okay.
He kills himself
But why? Why would he do that?
Because I'm standing next to him.
Oh, because Michael's there again.
And does he explode to kill any more?
Michael's gone into the acceptance stage now. It's just oh dear. It's becoming his strength. Yes. And so you can curse your own dice rolling, but instead it's using it to curse others.
No,
It's an
you
aura
just-
ability.
It's that orc. He killed him and then tripped on his own hammer.
Fine, makes sense. Well,
Does he explode?
do it blow up? Yeah, do it blow up? So cock dice. Nearly, but no. All right. Venom Crawler destroyed and done so in a very efficient manner by the Breaker Boys. Very impressive close combat from them. And Ray will fall them back onto the objective as well. Good work. Very impressive unit. Next up, this combat across here. Blood Angels Ryan dice is going to be used. Surely Ray will split his attacks. We'll see how he wants to do this. So Ray's staying around that side of the table. Michael Fry's moving into range 24, you reckon, his influence of ones.
Twos.
Twos for hits. It's alright, it's all looking very average, yeah. Looks like Ray's getting sustained. Sustained what? 2?
1.
Sustained
I
1.
just had a lot of 6s.
Loads of 6s.
And
These are going into the Havocs.
Havocs, yeah.
Right.
So toughness 5, but I'm strength 5 on the wog.
Okay.
So 4s.
Toughness 5 helps us a little.
14 saves
It's too much.
at -1.
-1. 14 saves at -1. 14 saves of 4+. And we're going to lose. That kills a model. Then 1, 2, 3. We'll survive with 1. But that's pretty much mission accomplished. That's going to take down those las cannons. And I will back off with a surviving las cannon. In fact, we'll lose models like so. Okay. No. We'll be brave and try and stop the Land Raider from getting tapped out. We'll do it that way. Okay, but it might not be able to... yeah, we'll carry on.
And this is the first Power Claw on 3s.
Yeah, this is from the knob.
And then on 3s,
Yes.
I'll be at strength 10. 3 saves -2.
Here.
Yes.
5 ups. You block 2.
2 damage.
2 damage down. 4 wins left. Come on, survive.
And then the boss on 2s. And then on 3s, 2, -2.
2 minus 2. Damage 2.
2.
We could survive. We will survive. Double 6.
Fight back.
Yes, we'll fight back. So it's going to be... We're not Dark Pact. We'll just go for normal attacking. 3s. Followed by... Strength 7, I think. No, Strength 6. 3s to wind? No, 4s to wind. And they'll wound. 8 minus 1, 2 damage. 5
What's that,
saves.
5?
Yeah, not too bad here
At
for the Venom Crawler.
-1.
Yes.
So 5 up invuln.
Well done,
I
Ray.
take-
Superb.
1 wound or 2 damage.
2 damage.
Okay, 1 has a wound left.
1 Havoc with his regular attacks. Close combat weapon, 3 attacks and in 3s. Yeah, no, I think he's going to be strength 5, surely. Yeah, strength 4. Yes, strength 4. Nothing, no damage coming through. That's that melee concluded. Pretty much getting the result that Ray wanted, but not quite the destruction of the vehicle. And no one else to fight back with. So end of turn, end of close combat. So I'd say pretty good here from the Orcs. Surging forwards, not entirely forwards as much as Ray would have wanted to, but still hefty chunks coming through on both sides. So it's like a 2-pronged attack instead of a 3-pronged. So turn comes to an end. Points have flowed through really well for the Orcs. 4 points to destroying an enemy unit. There could be more. Ray's total at the moment is 2. 8 points for primaries, the control of an objective and the control of more. 4 points for display of might. 4 points for the other one. No prisoners.
No prisoners.
Yeah. taking raid to a grand total of 24 points so far, which is healthy enough by the end of turn 2. We languish on 4 points. We've got a turn in hand to try and catch up. We will get 4 points at least. Kill something another 4 points. So it comes up for secondaries. The game really is just heating up here. Orcs starting to make contact. Not fully. Alpha Legion can counter. They've got units in reserve, units on the board that can fight back. We're going to their second turn next. Turn 2 here for the Alpha Legion. As CP generated. Cleanse and Sabotage are the 2 cards in play. It may well be the case the Alpha Legion are too busy to worry about those. Trying to deal with the Orcs at this point in the game. So a few things going on. We have backed out of close combat with the Venom Crawler. It's moved off across here. It's got itself closer to the Warpsmith, who blessed the Land Raider. The Land Raider shifted across in this direction. Over here, we picked up, disengaged, and then picked up the lone las cannon, who needs to do a battle shock test, actually. Which, that's horrific. He's failed, so he'll be battle shocked. I think he's still getting inside the transport, but battle shock. Desperate escape test. Don't roll a 1 or a... Yeah, he's gone. Right, goodbye. And that's going to be a kill point. So Ray will increase his tally to 3. That works well in his favour. As the Land Raiders moved off anyway, Mimics moved around to take on the Bikers and the Death Killer War Track. These are pushed forward to lend some firepower support. Terminators are pushed down the volcano heading across in this direction. Terminators are deep struck here to threaten this objective. Also been joined and will be supported by Havocs, which have turned up, gone full 6 inches in. And then across here, happy to take the fight to the Orcs. So moving through with the 2 Brothers Grimm, they're going to work in tandem with each other here to take on these 2 Orc units. And that's it. Movement done. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Right, so we're going to go with the Land Raider. It's going to put all of its shots into the battle wagon over there. So we'll go to Gaming Squared for this firepower. 4 las cannon shots. We'll stick with the themed dice. We'll certainly go for a Dark Pact. Failed, so we'll take the D3. Which is 2 wounds, dropping down to 14 wounds left. 4 las cannon shots. We'll go for sustained. And there's none. They've all hit though. 4s to wound. 3 have wounded, and I'm gonna... 4s to wound, come on, reroll. Yeah, it's handy to get rid of it. Come on, reroll. Yes, right, 3. So AP -3, cover -2.
-1 for the Ramshackle ability.
Great.
Area. Dave Humphreys.
Okay.
4 ups.
4 ups.
2 go through.
Block 2, well done. Okay, so 2d6 plus 2. It's nice. 11 damage caused. I'll keep going here with the Heavy Bolter, which hits and sustained. 6 to wound. Twin linked. Nothing. Add Havoc Launcher, took a wound off this squad, so removed a model, and then we had a combi weapon which caused a wound. That's on the Breaker team. Mimics fired here, no damage. Cultist fired, that actually caused a wound on one of the bikes. Go with Havocs, and they're going to put a Melter Shot through here, and then the rest of the Dackers are going to go into the boys over there. We'll go Michael Gem for firepower. We'll Dark Pact for these. They pass on a 6, and we'll go sustained. This is half of the shots going into the boys over there, Snagger boys. So we need 3s. 6s are good. No, 5s are good for sustained, actually. Because we are... No, go. So those are missed. 8 bonus hits coming through. Toughness 5.
Yep.
4s to wound. And we have 7 so far. Cover is available. 7 saves.
6 up, feel no pain.
Ah,
No,
no,
3 die.
3 slain. Then we'll go for the other half, which is going to be another 16. Havocs are working hard here for the Alpha Legion in this game. We'll see if they can keep the firepower going. There's a heap of 5s and 6s again. There's loads of them. God. Just picking up going for the wounds here. 4s to wound. It's looking like about 10 saves here. Yeah, 10 saves. And then the feel no pains. Covers helping for sure. 6s. 1. 4 more casualties. And we have a melter gun shot coming through as well. This would be crazy if we get a 6. A 1. No, failed. Okay, so that was coming through there against those. We'll press on to... Still plenty more firepower to come. We've pressed on with firepower. Terminators have shot everything they had into the truck. Reduced it by 3 wounds, dropping down to 7. Firepower from here, plus the Terminators, has reduced the boys' squad down to just the squad leader, or the boss, the beast boss.
Yep.
Yep, and he's taken 2 damage. He's got... How many wounds left?
He took 1 damage.
He took 1 damage, so just 1 wound removed from him. We've resolved pistol fire. We had to restrain ourselves and not use grenades. Just got 1 CP left. Pistol fire causing a couple of wounds, but not much. A few plasmas being used from both of those chosen squads. And all that's left to do is here. So we're going to go melter gun shot from the squad leader, and then all the DACA into the storm boys over there. We do have range and line of sight. So we'll do a dark pact. It's been passed. We'll go for sustained. We'll fire him first, and we'll commit this to the near side. He plays Chaos Demons. A 6 would be great. No, so 1 hit. No wound. We'll leave that, and then we'll go to these Havocs here with their shots. So Havocs, the first batch here. 5s are sustained, 3s for hits. Very extreme results here, and we're looking to add in another 6 to that pile, and they're going to be toughness 5 as well in the Storm Boys. So 4s for wounds. That's a load. 9 saves with cover.
They're all dead.
Gone. All right. Firepower finished from that squad. Target destroyed. So shooting phase finished here for the Alpha Legion. We're going to go on to charges. There are plenty of them. We'll resolve these next. So charges taking place, and they have taken place. We've had a command reroll charge across here, which did go off on the command reroll. Terminators have gone in against the truck. Mimics gone in. Both the Brothers Grimm have gone in for their close combats, and the Terminators barging their way through, charging both the truck and the Beast Boss as well. They've made it into close combat also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 key combats here. Ray does have 2 command points available. He could interrupt play, which is certainly an option. He's also got Fight on Death as well. Right, so lots of targets to choose. I think we must go here, because the Breaker Boy is the biggest danger. We're not going to use Profane Zeal. We'll save it for the other combat. So we're just going to go for a Dark Pact for Sustained. Oh, double 6. They're up for this fight. All right, so that goes ahead. So first up, we'll choose our weapons as wise as we can. Ray is paying 2 command points to Fight on Death. He said that he wants to take that Chaos Lord with him into Oblivion. 3s for hits. They've all hit with no sustained. And we are twin linked and strength 5.
Toughness 5.
4s to wound. Twin linked. 3 go through. These are AP -2.
5 up invulns.
Block 1. 1 damage a time. Yeah, 1 damage. So 1 model slain. Okay, 1 breaker down. We'll then go to Accursed Weapons. There's 4 of them. Yes, 4 of them, 1 Power Fist. So 12 attacks. Three step. They are Chaos Undivided. So we're rerolling 1s. With sustained. We're then wounding on 4s. These, again, are AP -2, 1 damage. There's 5 of them. We will miss the ability to reroll wounds. 2 more slain. We're gradually working our way through them. Then a Power Fist. which is 3 attacks. No, 4 attacks for Chosen. You're all in ones. 2 hits. 3 to wound. 1 wound. If you -2, 2 damage.
It's a 2. Fail.
Okay. Mortal
Knob
Slain. Gone. Yes.
and the Lord.
Now down to the Chaos Lord, who's equipped with the hammer. 5 attacks. Demon hammer. 3s to hit. 6s are great. There's 2. We'll reroll this one. Missed, but sustained. 3s to wound. 6s are good. No! Where's the reroll wounds? 1 comes through. 1 dev wound at damage 2. And that's it. He
Okay,
lives.
so the Break of Voice have to fight now.
Yes, before they go. Revenge here from this unit.
So here's the non-devastating wounds ones. Or no, devastating wound one is dead.
Orcs like close combat, but they don't like it when the other player's fighting before they get to fight. So Ray's gone for the option of fighting before removed from play. With his own dev or his own sustained.
And 3s.
Toughness 4, yeah.
Because I'm strength 6.
Okay, try and survive.
6 at -2.
6 5-ups. We've blocked 2.
3 damage each.
3 damage each.
Yep.
Ouch. So we've pushed those models in. Mr. KLIK-KLAKS will fight after. Then we'll press on to another combat. The next squad, which is Mr. Whack-A-Mole. I don't want to call him everyone Mr. in this game. So Dark Pact failed. We do get to reroll it because of the Chaos icon, which Mike often reminds me about, and it helps. So that goes off. We're going to go for Chaos Undivided reroll 1s and sustained hits on 6s. So we'll go Lord Whack-A-Mole first. He'll put all of his attacks into the Battle Wagon. And we'll -1 CP and play Profane Zeal for the reroll wound rolls. So we're looking at 3s. Rerolling 1s. This is good. This is good. With sustained. 5 to wound. Rerollable. I think it's all over anyway. Right. So 4 dev wounds in total, 4 damage, sorry, and then AP -2.
Becomes AP 1, and that was a. Did you count that as a 6?
6, yes, which you've blocked
so
them.
he blocked them.
Okay.
So he's down to 1.
1 wound left. Unbelievable. He's survived. There's nothing I can do. The battle wagon has lived. No, 1's an accursed weapon. He's gone. So we go for the shredding weapon, which they've all hit with a sustained. And then we'll go strength 5, so force to wound. It's twin linked anyway. All of them. 6 saves at AP -2
So 5 up invulns.
for the warg, yeah. So 4
2
wounds.
die.
Yeah, 2 slain. Then accursed weapons, we have lost 1s. We're down to 2 of them, which is 8 attacks. 3s to hit, rerolling 1s. 2 have failed, then sustained. It's going to be 5, force to wound, rerollable, which has helped a bit. 4 saves at AP -2.
So 1 more dies.
Yeah, 1 more slain the wound on another. And then finally a power fist, 3s to hit, sustained, 3s to wound, rerollable. 4 saves at AP -2 and 2 damage. This is the last of our attacks. And blocked 2 go throughs, 2 lots of 2 damage. So we'll turn to Mimic. James is mocking Mimic, talking about cornflakes, but we'll press on. Dark Pact.
You can re-roll that one.
Cock dice. Failed. Don't hurt yourself, Mimic. Oh, he's taken a wound upon himself. So 7 attacks in total. Would have been D3 to strengthen attacks, but we failed the Dark Pact. But the Dark Pact does go off. We get the 1 extra attack. We'll go for sustain with the Mimic. He's looking for 2s. Oh, okay. 1 sustained. Then strength 8, strength 9. 3s to win. 5 go through. These are AP -2, 3 damage.
5 up invuln for the wog.
Yeah. blocks 1.
3 damage, you said?
Yes.
The knob has 1 wound. How many are left over there?
So there's a model there that's taken, it's got 2 wounds left, so he'll go.
And then 3 more.
So I've tapped in, Ray will get to fight back against the Mimic with Power Claw plus the Death Killer War Track. We'll press on, there's Terminators to fight with both of their melees. So we pressed on with the rest of the close combats. Terminators across here destroyed the transport vehicle, then disembarked the Orc boys, lost a couple. And then we didn't press in, it's just a face-off between these 2 units. Across the other side, 2 damage on the truck, and then destroyed the character. He's gone. Ray struck back with both the vehicle, which we failed to destroy, plus the Tank Buster and the War Boss. Wiped out the Chosen, but Lord Whack-A-Mole is still alive. And then for this combat across here, KLIK-KLAKS, he attacked back, did absolutely superb, wiped out the Chaos Chosen, and brought down General Kale as well, so destroyed.
I'd like to thank Casper Kempf, our sub-commander, for being on Cousin KLIK-KLAKS today and doing so well. Thank you, Casper.
10 wounds came through at damage 2. Ridiculous. So good fight back over in that corner. And then across here, Mimic survived attacks coming back. We passed 4 out of 4 invulnerable saves. So 0 damage coming through. End of turn. Mixed results here for the Alpha Legion. They haven't had it all their way. As we have particularly struggled over in that corner, which I thought would be the strongest actually, with our double Chaos Lord, double Chaos Chosen. But all we've got left over there now is just 1 Chaos Lord battling away. And Orcs really controlling that corner quite well. End of turn, give you an update on the score. So we've come through to the end of the turn. Points are good for the Orcs. They've picked up another 4 points because they destroyed a good number of units more than us. So 4 points come through, taking Ray to 28. We've dumped both of our secondaries. Busy fighting the Orcs. We've neglected secondaries. We've not been too busy to fulfill them. So both of those are gone. 4 points for the control objectives. 4 points for destroying Orc units. Gives us another 8, taking us just to 12. So 12 points to 28. The Orcs are ahead. They're set to pick up points for controlling objectives and more objectives, so another 8 will come through. They'll just look for a kill on the board, and it's going to give them a good number of points. It may well be the case that Alpha Legion have counter-attacked well, but the Orcs are going to get a heap of points that we will be unable to catch up with. Perhaps turn 4 and 5 will be crucial if we're to clear the Orcs, then try and get on objectives, but it may well be too little, too late. We'll see. We'll hand over to the Orcs here. Middle stage of the game, turn 3 for them next. Turn 3 for the Orcs. We have secondaries of Storm Hostile Objective and Behind Enemy Lines. Ray says he's going to go more for killing units and pushing up the tally and the control of objectives. 8 points did come through for primaries, the control of that objective. The home objective and that objective over there. Battleshock test was passed. Okay, right, so Meganobs, they've got a target now. They're going to go after the Terminators. They've shifted across. The boys haven't moved. Bikers fell out of close combat, shifted across here to get behind enemy lines. Yes. I overwatched them with the Land Raider and took both out, so both the Knob and the Death Killer War Tracks, they're gone. That's given us 2 points for a kill tally, which is making the task for Ray a bit more difficult for picking up more kill points than me on this battle round. Boys disembarked from the damaged truck, ready to fight. They've been joined by the Storm Boys as well to take on those Terminators. And then backing out of close combat against Lord Whack-A-Mole over in that corner. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Shooting phase resolved very quickly. No damage, no damage. Fell back. 1 wound caused against the Terminators. Fell back. Shot. Missed. That's it. Charges next. Ray's going to use the
Chris
Comiskey dice. Chris Comiskey dice. Ray's going to roll it here. And we're looking for something good. 11. Uh-oh, round the corner he goes. And that's trouble for the Havocs. Okay. So Ray's going to do this combat across here. This is real good news for the Orcs. Sparks, then dice being used. 2's to wound. And
5 minus 2.
5 minus 2. 5 ups. Blocked 1. Oh no, Havocs are down.
Bitey squig.
That's a deadly blow. I was enjoying using those. Yes. Squig fights as well. KLIK-KLAKS been excellent in this game.
2 wounds. Minus 1, I think.
Yeah, oh,
So I get 1 wound through.
wound, yeah.
Didn't quite kill him.
So shifting across here for this close combat with the Mega Knobs, going into the Terminators. This is the big bust up. So Chris Hutchins dice with Chris Hutchins rolling the dice.
3s. With sustained.
We've sustained. So a few have missed, but a few will come back again. Let's add 3 into the pile. Trying to get past these Terminators here.
2's twin linked.
2's twin linked.
Strength 12.
Reroll one of them. Nice. There's about 8 or so. 9.
9.
9's 4 ups. Uh-oh. 1 slain. That one's slain, damage 2. Another one slain, another one slain. That's 4 gone. Ouch. That hurt. Cousin Fred next. To finish off the Terminators. This is bad news for them. 3. Block more except 1. Block more except 1. 2 damage. Down to 1 wound left, and the boys surely will pick up that final wound. Sam Hermes dice being used next for the Orc boys as they're closing for the kill on the last Terminator, and the last Patreon. Ray's just going to try and overwhelm him with an absolute heap of attacks. The Orcs are doing it here. They're fighting and capturing this objective. They've captured that one. That one's empty. And even our home is under attack here. The game has swung well and truly in the favour of the Orcs. Looking for wounds. Toughness 5.
4's to wound, or 5's to wound because it's not the wog.
Yes. 5's to wound with a heap of dice. I can see 1.
2.
2 at -1.
Yep.
Blocked both with a Defiant Terminator. The knob. 2 hits. 3's to wound.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. Got the result. Target destroyed. Terminator squad gone. That's another kill point. So, yeah, rest of the combat's resolved. Saw those wiped out. We attacked back against KLIK-KLAKS with the squad leader and killed him. So, another kill point picked up. Terminators reduced down to 3 models left. We attacked back and almost wiped out the Storm Boys. 1 model left. Caused some damage against the boys as well. And that's it. End of turn. We'll give an update on the score here. So, end of turn here for the Orcs. 8 points for primaries, that's the key. 4 points for destroying units. Ray's dumped both secondaries, and it means Ray is on 40 points here for the Orcs and 12 points still for the Alpha Legion. We'll go on to their turn 3. They need to catch up quick, otherwise they'll be out of the game. So turn 3 here for the Alpha Legion. We have 4 points coming through for primaries to control the objective. Storm Hostile Objective and Assassination is the 2 cards in play. Mimics rolled a 5 for an advanced move and shifted across in this direction. We shifted to our right here to put some Dakar into the boys. Terminators restored a model with skin shift and restored wounds, then paid a CP to fall back and charge. Restored wounds with the Warpsmith here, and then moved up 12. Land Raiders moved forwards to provide firepower support. Chaos Lord Whack-A-Mole then moved through, was overwatched, but Ray missed, and he is ready to charge. And then you're going to hide here with the last model and the last wound for the Havocs. That's movement done, shooting phase next. So, shooting phase resolved, bit of reporting to do across here. All the Dakar almost wiped the squad, just the knob left, just over there. Terminators couldn't shoot. This did, and took out most of the Orc boys, but still there's some left. Then there's nothing left in that corner because we shot with the Land Raider. Failed. No, we did. It was the 1 dev wound. All the laser cannons failed because Ray passed all of his saves. But then we got 1 dev wound coming through from a combi bolter, which chipped off the last wound. It detonated. Ray had a CP, played Kareen, rolled up well, got all the way around here, detonated, rolled 6 mortal wounds on the Land Raider, dropping to 6. 2 mortal wounds on him. 6 mortal wounds, or enough mortal wounds to destroy the lone havoc, which I thought was safe. I'd also 6 mortal wounds on Lord Whack-A-Mole destroyed, and then mortal wounds coming through as well onto the squad over there. So multiple wipeouts and just one lone mech boss on that objective in that corner. Insane stuff going on here. We'll go on to charges next. So charges and combat's resolved. Tried a charge here, but short by an inch, didn't go ahead. Across the other side, tried a desperate charge with Land Raider, but nowhere near. Terminators went in and destroyed their target. Both targets just removed from play, which meant that we won the tally. We've got 4 points for primaries, 8 points for destroying units and destroying more. Takes us to 24. We fouled on both of these, crucially. That was the points that we needed to stand some chance of catching up, but we fouled. We'll keep both as we go on to your turn 4. Game's not quite over yet, but the scoreline is 40 points to the Orks, 24 to the Alpha Legion. Still that large gap for the Alpha Legion to catch up with. Casualty rate runs exceptionally high in this game for both sides. We're going to Ork turn 4 next. Turn 4 for the Orks. It's all been wrapped up very quickly here. So shifting across onto this objective. Secondaries was Aerodynal, capture the middle, and you can see what the truck's doing, moving up the mountainside, and Cleanse was the other. Fouled, didn't move, fouled Battle Shock with the lone Ork knob. Moved up onto the objective, gained a CP with a Gretchen in the corner. Sat still, cleansed with him.
Tried to shoot, failed.
Tried to shoot, yeah. And who did the 2 cleansings?
The truck and the Meganobs.
Brilliant, okay. So that's all been fulfilled, no charges taken place. Points coming through, 8 points again because Ray controls more primaries. 5 points and 4 points for the cleanse. And for the Aerodynal, taking the Orks to 57 points, Alpha Legion on 24. We'll move on to their turn 4 here. We'll see if the Alpha Legion can do anything to catch up. Turn 4 here for the Alpha Legion. They're sweeping across the board here. Going to try and go for the heaviest damage possible against the Orks. We've kept Storm Hostile Objective and Assassination. 4 points coming through for primaries. Zooming across their 12-inch move with the Venom Crawler's got itself in range of the Volcano objective. Mimics moved up 8 to try and charge the Meganobs. We've moved round with the Havocs and Firepower support. Regenerated a Terminator for a CP and then shifted 5 inches towards the home objective for the Orks. Land Raider and Warp Swift have moved round. It's on the objective and it's going to try and destroy. Yes. Try and destroy Ray's character over there, and that'll be helpful for assassination. We're going to shooting phase next. Alpha Legion shooting has been quite effective. Destroyed the Ork boy across here, helps towards the tally. Firepower from the Terminators came across and took out the wounded Meganob. Mimic didn't shoot. Venom Crawler and some firepower from the Land Raider, but it was this that finished off the character over on the objective. Laser cannons then shot across and destroyed the truck. We're going to charges here. There's not too many Orks left on the board. Mimics charged, Terminator charged. We'll see if those go in. Both charges have gone ahead. Roll a 7 here, roll 12 for that charge. Terminators have gone flying in to the grots on the home objective. We'll come to combat resolution next. So, charges and combats, both these units went in, and Meganob's gone. It was the Mimic. Tons of attacks of him, and loads of sustained coming through as well as 13 attacks in the end. Hitting on 2s.
If you don't mind me jumping in at this point, it is just such an insult to poor James that it was 13 wounds by the Mimic of the 13th Legion that killed my Meganobs.
What do you say about that, James?
Disgusting. Never before have I seen such heresy.
Attack to a Power Fist across here as well. We've got Baby Gaz. What's his name?
That is Cousin Fred.
Cousin Fred.
The only Ork remaining on the table.
With 1 wound left. End of turn. Points coming through. 8 points for destruction of units. 4 points for primaries. 4 points for Storm Hostile Objective. 5 points for assassination. Takes the Alpha Legion to 45 points. They're still 12 points behind. The Orks are on 57. Is it enough? Can they catch up? We have to go on to the 5th and final turn to establish a winner. It could be the case that Orks with Fred will win. If Fred is dead, then we could win. We'll see what happens. We're going to turn 5 for the Orks next. So, turn 5 here for the Orks. Quite simple. Nothing came up for... Yes, it did actually. You were looking for... Not Established Locus, the other one.
I originally had Defend Stronghold, which I tossed for a command point for Overwhelming Force. which by killing a unit,
Yeah.
I got 3 points, which gave me a kill for primaries.
7 points total.
Yep.
Which we added to Ray's total to bring him to a final score of 64 points. Alpha Legion on 45. It's down to our turn 5. See what secondaries come up to see if we can reach or get past that total. Turn 5, nail biter finish here for this clash. Turn 5 for the Alpha Legion. We've got a result which we'll reveal to you in just a moment. So, 8 points to the control of primaries. 4 points for destroying Fred. And then for secondaries, we had these two come up. Defend Stronghold, extend battle lines. That we picked up both of those. That would have given us 7. Would have taken the grand total, all points coming in, to 64, which would have meant it was a draw. So I used a CP. We drew another card, and we got Aerodonal for 5 points instead of 3, taking us to 66 points.
You executed order 66.
66, yes. With the Mimic. And the fake 13th Legion. Right, end of game. Orcs have been tabled. Alpha Legion win by 2 points. So what a cruncher of a battle. The later turns in the game, real twists. The game swung from one side to the next. We're going to talk about units of the game next for both sides. Ray is very quick. He's going to give it to the Mimic. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, and instant glory.
Have purity seals.
Oh, yes, we do. Corrupt ones. I'm going to give unit of the game to the Mimic as well. Double purity seal doesn't happen too often. And then Ray's going to give it to KLIK-KLAKS.
Cousin KLIK-KLAKS. He killed a lot. He helped the Break-It Boys. Great war boss on foot.
Excellent. Okay, that's super quick allocating those. Plenty of heroes though in this game. Big shout out to Dumpy Grimbo for his support at silver level on Patreon. Keep a lookout for more battle reports on the channel. Big thanks to Ray for his support on the channel and also for joining us for this game. But in this fight, the Mimic and the Alpha Legion are triumphant, but it's been a...
Wait, that wasn't Gilliman? Boss, you said that was supposed to be Gilliman we was fighting.
There's no confused orcs on this board because they're all dead.
Well, there's always more orcs around. I mean,
Yes. And this is a victory for the orcs because
orcs never lose.
orcs never lose.
I mean, the real thing with the orcs, my war boss, he didn't actually die. You just broke his motorbike, and he doesn't want to walk, so he'll go pouting back to base and say, "Build me another one."
Okay. Ray's imagination, just like James's, that will...
Only when playing orcs.
Great game. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.